Hi there everybody, it's UK independent demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.com. Thank you very much for joining me today for another one of my Winter Wednesday series projects. It's coming up to my last one, I know. It's almost Christmas and I feel like I'm running out of Winter Wednesdays. So I am going to be starting a new Wednesday series which is going to feature the mini catalogue. The name is still being looked at, so get ready for the launch name, but it will be the same idea where I pick one set from the mini catalogue, but this time it will be the spring mini catalogue rather than the winter, and I will create 3 cards just using one item from the set. So today's card is kind of a cheat because it's not from the winter catalogue, it's actually from the annual catalogue. So this was a set that featured in last year's winter catalogue, carried over and is now in the annual. It's Snowman Season and it's got the cute little snowman builder punch with it. I love this one. It's my favourite and that's why I've kept it to last to share with you just before Christmas. Okay, so it's going to be 3 cards using this stamp set and this punch that I haven't planned, and I'm just going to see exactly where we roll with them. So thank you for joining me, and if you have followed the Winter Wednesday series, thank you ever so much. I've thoroughly enjoyed doing them. Some weeks I have been in my head going no, as I didn't like them, but that's only once or twice. I have actually thoroughly enjoyed it, and they have been, I think, alright projects considering they've just been made on the hoof. So let's get going with the snowman. I think I want to play with this one here that's juggling the snow, but I also want to play with this one that's having fun in the snow. I want to do something just with the hat, and I quite want to play with him because he matches with the punch. So in my head I've got about 10 projects going on when I can only do 3. So let's just see how we streamline them first. I've got some pieces of larger Whisper White cardstock, so these are 10.2 centimetres by 14.5. I've really got into a hang of using these bigger pieces and popping them straight onto the base with no sort of matting underneath, which I always used to use, so I've kind of changed my style a little bit there. That's been through Winter Wednesdays actually. And if you do enjoy the Winter Wednesday series, I actually do one on a Saturday called Saturday Series, which is from the annual catalogue. So lots of different, tests for me to get creating. But actually it's been a much better use of my time because normally I create a card of my own and then I film a card that matches it. So I take time off scene, whereas this one I can just jump up, create 3 cards, film it, and it's been a lot easier for me to keep track of my filming schedule, so that's quite nice. My blocks sit against my radiator, so my hands have just gone really warm as I put them against that block. Lovely. I love it in the winter when you pick up things that's just been on the radiator. Normally it's socks. You know, when you do the washing and then you put the socks on the radiator and then you pick the socks up to put in your drawer, but they're nice and warm, so they end up on your feet. And you only just wash them. I know. So yeah, he's cute. He's having some fun, isn't he? Do I want to put a blend on with him? I will, because I'll show you how I blend my snowman. So I use the light smoky slate and our colour lifter. Okay, just to give him a little light sort of shadow. Okay, so all I do is go around the outsides of him with the smoky slate, just lightly, just a very light line. Same here, very light line just around the outsides of his body and down the bottom here. Sometimes when it comes to Christmas, I find it's so easy to concentrate on the winter catalogue from Stampin' Up that you forget about the awesome Christmas stamps that appear in the annual. So this is why I'm kind of cheating and doing a Saturday series, which is the annual catalogue, today on a Winter Wednesday, because, it's still a snowman, it's still winter, and he's gorgeous. So with the colour lifter, I'm just going over the whole body of the snowman, even though I haven't put anything there, and the corner where the smoky slate is, because it's going to fade the smoky slate but also blend it in to his body like that. Okay, so hopefully you can see he's now looking a little bit slushy around the side, so he actually looks like snow. Pumpkin pie light, I think, for his nose. I don't want it to be too dark, so I'm not going with the dark, I'm just going to go with the light. And actually, while I've got that out, I'm just going to, you can often get them with orange scarves. Normally they're greens and reds, and I want orange. And actually, I'm going to grab the very light So Saffron, do in the middle. Oh, I like that. Cool. I'm not going to do any more because the rest of it will have snow on it, so it'll all be white. So, what am I going to do? What are we going to put? Let it snow or Merry Christmas? Merry Christmas. Seeing as it is coming up to Christmas, and tis the last Winter Wednesday until the next winter catalogue comes around. No, I can't start planning for next year's Christmas before this year's. That's just weird. As crafters though, we start planning for Christmas, I find, in like June and July. So it's only one step nearer to go for next Christmas. So Merry Christmas. Nice, simple, sweet. I'm going to grab some rhinestones. Ow, ow. I've just put my my hand on there. They do have a protection sheath for this, but you know me, I use it so often I don't bother putting the sheet back on, and then I've just stick my hands on it. Clever, clever. Putting 3 of these really, really close to each other like that. So it's just a little bit of bling at the end of Merry Christmas. Okay. So my card base, thick Whisper white that's cut in half and scored in half. I'm going to fold that over. And I'm going to use Tombow. I'm not going to pop it up or anything. I'm going to keep it quite simple. There we go. Merry Christmas. Okie dokie. Let me show you a trick. It's a good time to show you. I'll show you a trick. So, what you want to do is you want to punch all of these out a scrap piece of paper. It doesn't matter which paper, Whisper, it doesn't matter, just any scrap paper, even if you've got copy paper, whatever you've got, just punch out the whole thing. Okay. These bits here that come out, throw them away. Or if you've done them in Whisper White like I have, you can keep them for another project. You want the template. Okay. What you're going to do with the template is you're going to pop it on top of your block. And then you're going to pop your stamp inside. Okay. Actually, do it the other way. That's much easier. Do it the other way. This is your trick. Turn it upside down. Pop your stamp in that gap. Turn your hat upside down. Pop it in that gap. Okay. Pop your fingers in and your hands in. This isn't going to work because I'm obviously trying to show you a trick, so we all know that this isn't going to work when we do it, but this will work. Trust me, trust me, trust me. You've just got to make sure you line it up perfectly. And try not to have wobbly fingers. This is my problem when I do lives. For some reason, so not just lives actually, whenever I do any videos, my hands shake and I have no idea why. So I'm just going to pick them all up now. Okay, so I've got them the exact way. I think I've messed that up. Let's just see. Let's just see. I know I've seen this trick and I've been dying to try it, so. No, I did it right. Second guessing myself just because I'm on videos. There we go. And it's easier doing it that way, despite the fact that I messed it up and took ages trying to tell you how to do it. That's my trick. It's easier doing it that way than having the thin bits like that and then trying to stamp onto the thin bits, because that is a nightmare. So that was my trick. And I was second guessing myself all the way through that. I told you, I've had this since last year, carried over, and that's obviously how I forget things. So I'm going to do exactly the same with this one, around his body. I'm sorry that you all had to sit while I was second guessing myself there. Saturday series and Winter Wednesdays, I make a promise to myself that I will not restart no matter what happens. Like, anything could happen and I'm not going to restart. And what I make is what I post, because I think that's very realistic in the craft room, so that you can see all the mistakes and fun stuff that happens along the way to crafting and creating. So I was thinking, if this doesn't work, I'm going to look like a right nitwit, because everyone's going to be tuning in to see my trick, and my trick's not going to work. Basic black blends. Love our basic black blends. I wouldn't have thought black would come in shades, but it does, and it's cool. So I'm just going to do this side of a top hat and then drag that over to the side. I'm using the bullet tip because obviously it's a little fine piece and I don't want to mess it up using the brush tip. Okay. Dark cherry cobbler for my little holly berries. And light Just Jade for the little leaves. And then around there, do you know what? Yeah. Pumpkin pie and so saffron, like I did before. They're on my desk, and I think if they're on your desk, you should kind of carry on using them. Brilliant. Okay, so let's get him onto a card. So again, 10.2 by 14.5. I pop him into the corner like I popped the other one, so that we can see the difference in between the two of them. And I want some dimensionals this time so I can pop him up. There's no point punching him out if I'm not going to be popping him up. And there's his little hat. And then I'm going to grab a glue dot for these because this is the easiest way. I do remember this bit from last year. They're quite small and they're quite fiddly, so you just want to pop a glue dot on them. And then once you've got that, you just pop it completely underneath his body because we didn't put any dimensionals underneath that part. And you just stick it down. You can put his arms in whichever way you want to put them. You could have him doing the YMCA if you wanted to. Good luck though, because they don't really bend, so I don't know how you'd get them into the M. But there we go. So there he is, 3D. And again, I'm going to put the Merry Christmas on. And ooh, pop him a couple of snowflakes, not many, just a couple. I don't do it in a really light colour, so let's soft sea foam. You see green snowflakes, right? And then in the middle of those, I'm going to pop the rhinestones. So, and I'm just going to pop a rhinestone in the middle of that one. And that one. I'm going to leave the two little ones as they are. So that's card number 2. And I have used his hat, so I figure that's my 4th card as well. I'm going to stick that one flat too. So my next one is going to use my other snowman. Okay, and that is this little chappy here that's dancing in the snow. Same size cardstock. This time I'm going to go horizontal rather than vertical, and I'm going to ink him up and pop him in the corner again. This time I'm going to have Let It Snow. And I'm also going to have this sentiment here which says, hoping this season builds heartwarming memories, because I think after the year we've had, I'm hoping that Christmas gives everybody some joy this year. Yeah, I like that. So, colouring again. Light smoky slate. Do you know that's my mobile? I thought I had my sound off for filming, so that has just surprised me. That's probably why I jumped. And then I'm going to grab my soft sea foam. I'm actually going to just put a little shadow around him so that he looks like he's playing in the snow. And I'm just going to colour in my snowflakes in soft sea foam as well. And then his nose in light pumpkin pie. And the rhinestones this time going to go in between the snow. Again, piece of thick Whisper white cardstock that's cut in half, scored in half. And we'll pop him down like that on there. So, card 1, card 2, card 3 is the question. Leave your answer in the comment below. Which one might you prefer the most? Mine is card number 1. So I'll just bring them all on and show you them all. Everything that I've used in this video is available to purchase from my store. The link is just down in the corner down there. And all orders gratefully received, and I do send a little gift out as a thank you as well. And so if you've liked this video, do give me a thumbs up, subscribe and come back again, and let me know which one your favourite is. 1, 2 or 3. Thanks everybody, I'll see you soon. Bye.